So IP refers to creations of the mind. Basically, it could include anything from a brand or a logo to an invention or a design or an artistic work or even plant varieties, so new plant varieties. IP rights legally protect your idea and they give you the exclusive rights to profit from them. So
Mm.
IP provides a number of benefits. There's two types of IP. There's registered intellectual property and then there's unregistered intellectual property. Registered IP is why you would deal with, say, us, IP Australia. That's where you need to formally recognise and register an IP with the office. So that includes, filing an application, paying a fee. Then there's unregistered IP, and that's like copyright is the
Mm.
most well-known one, and that's automatically protected once it's in material form. So you have that IP to basically be able to protect and encourage your innovation. And something from the women's perspective that might be of interest to you, when we did our intellectual property report last year in 2023, we found that women's participation in startup management teams was linked to an increase in overall IP holdings. So basically, the more
Ooh,
women that were involved in management teams, the more IP they had.
that's
So it
so
was about a
cool. I
1 to
love
10.
that.
Yeah, yeah, I was really excited when I read that in the IP report. I was like, yes.
So it sounds like there are different kinds of IP and different kinds of trademark protection for small businesses. Can you kind of talk us through how it all works and what types there are?
Absolutely. There are 7 types of IP. And my favorite way to describe those 7 types is through a business selling coffee. So let's
Cool.
say you and I have a coffee shop.
I'm excited
If
already.
the first type of IP right that we might have protects the new plant varieties. So that's the plant breeders right. So let's say we have a new coffee plant. We get a new type of coffee bean. We want to protect that, or the farmer might want to protect that. That's through a plant breeders right.
Cool.
Then you go, okay, I take that coffee bean and then I use my coffee machine to be able to turn it into coffee. Let's say I have a new type of coffee machine, a new invention. A
Mm.
patent protects how that invention works. From there, the coffee will go into a cup, and let's say we've got this awesome design for a cup. That will be protected by a design right. We then want to sell our coffee, so we need a brand. Our brand is protected by a registered trademark, so we could have, say, a logo that's on our coffee cup.
Mm.
Then if we have a brochure selling, showing, advertising the different types of coffee that we sell, what is written there, so the original expression of that idea is automatically covered by copyright. So the 4 previous ones you need to register. Copyright you don't need to register. It's automatically protected once it's in material form.
Okay.
Then we might have like a trade secret, let's say a secret blend of coffee beans that would be protected by trade secrets are generally protected by like non-disclosure agreements.
Mm.
So rather than registered IP. And then finally there's circuit layouts. So as in like chips, computer
Oh,
chips.
wow.
So different layouts for those circuits are also automatically protected. So they're the 7 different types of IP that you might want to, or that you might want to have as part of your sort of business planning. A lot of businesses have multiple forms of IP that they think
Mm.
about, that they sort of strategize and go, okay, these are the ones that we need to protect. This is, one that we need to treat as an intangible asset.
Yeah, well, it's really interesting. I think sometimes when you think of IP, you kind of just think of your logo, but it's really interesting that it's actually a lot more complex than that, and there's all of these different things.
A lot of different.
Yeah, that you can actually. I love the coffee shop story because it kind of helped me visualize each of the parts of your business and how, IP relates to them. I think that's super cool. So,
Yeah.
so, so why would you actually register a trademark? So kind of, and I guess maybe I get confused with copyright and trademarks because you kind of go, it's mine. I made it and I put it on my things. Well, surely it can be mine.
Yeah. Yeah. So copyright really applies when, books, for instance, or your pamphlets or your movies and your scripts and songs, the words of a song and things like that. When it's a written expression or a material expression, it's automatically
Uh,
sort of covered. Where trademarks come in is sort of more along the lines of business names and logos, that they're not automatically covered. They need to be, you need to basically have a registered trademark. And so that registered trademark gives you the exclusive use of that trademark across Australia. So it's country by country. And in Australia, it's for an initial period of 10 years, and then you can renew it forever if you'd like. But that gives you that legal avenue. I think the people internally, one of the trademark examiners called it a sword and a shield to me once. And it stuck in my brain because it went, okay, it's a sword in that if someone else is using your trademark, you can use it as a legal avenue to say, send a cease and desist letter. But it's also that shield if someone else says, hey, you're using my trademark, or I've got this idea too, and you're using it, and you can say, well, actually, I registered it. It's my idea, I'm using it. And then you can, it's an asset. You can license it, you can sell it.